Today we will be going with next topic of your Java file input and output stream classes. In the previous classes, you went with the character stream class and as well as a byte stream class. Today, how actually the files can be read and how the files can be written. You already seen how you are going to write within it and how you are going to read within it. Elaborately, we will see what actually meant by an reading a file and writing a file. A stream can be defined as a sequence of data. The input stream is used to read the data from the source. Source means from your keyboard, and the output stream is used for writing data for to the destination. Destination means your system, we can say. Source means through the keyboard within a program you are going to write, and destination means displaying the information on the screen. We can call that one as a destination. Okay, so streaming, you have seen streaming means it is a sequence of data where you are going to enter the information through the input stream and accepts the values through the output stream. So you're going to have here how actually the classes of input and output stream can be defined here. So at that position, when an object is called, because input stream and output stream are the classes which will be called through the object, any object name you are going to define. Okay, so here input stream can be defined with file input stream, byte array input stream, filter input stream can be defined as buffered input stream, and data input stream, and object input stream. Means these are the different subclasses which are present within the input stream. Means how you can read the different values through different set of classes. Here you are going to call them as what? Input streams. Stream, as I said, it is a bucket or a storage space to take the information through the standard input device and store within the part, whether it is a file, whether it is a byte array, whether it is a filter, whether it is an object. So whenever you are going to create an object for a particular class, at that position it is going to store the information. So that is called as input stream, which is subdivided into different classes, and each of the classes can be accessed by using your object, whatever the object you want to create. Like that way, input stream is this one, and output stream you're going to have with output now displaying the information back to the user. Just you're going to define with file output stream, byte array output stream, filter output stream, and object output stream. So filter output stream is divided into two parts. One is called as data output stream and buffered output streams. So this is how actually the reading and writing can be done. So input stream is a main class which is going to access the subclasses from different ways: to read only file, to read only byte array, to read only the filtered value, to read only the object informations. Like that way we are going to use these all the different types of what input streams to display the information from the file, from the byte array, from the filtered output, from the output. Like that way these are the different classes which are defined for input streams and as well as output streams. Okay, so today we are going to define with a very important part of your uh, file input stream, file output stream, and then a simple example. Okay, so first one is how actually the file input stream is going to work, which is very important for your Java programming language. This stream is used for reading data from the files. What is this? File means it is a bulk of information or a bundle of information, we can say file. Already on knowing, if I am going to create a word, means it will be converted to word file. Means you are going to have a specific information within that one, and it will be stored by some name. That name is nothing but called as file. So specific information related to that particular name, we can call that one as what? File. The objects can be created using the keyword new, and there are several types of constructors you can define that one. How actually the input file can be created? Input stream or you can say file input stream f is equals to new file input stream, and you're going to write within the double quotation which file you wanted to open. You already seen I wanted to open input.txt, so something is missed here. I should have to write here file input stream. So this particular object is opened for reading the information from the existing file. Please be aware of it. When you are going to say file input stream means the f object will read the information within the brackets, whatever the bracket you are going to write here, double quotation, those all the informations will be read. That is nothing but called as what? File input stream. So you're going to have the constructor here. What is that constructor? Following constructor takes a file object to create an input stream object to read the file. So file f is equal to new file. You are going to create whatever you have written. It just makes the creation of at that one. Okay, the first statement is divided into two sub informations. Then you will be having a functions methods to close a file, finalize to clean up the connection, whatever you're going to have, read the information whether the file is available or not, you're going to check, or it gives the number of bytes that can be read from this particular file input stream. Okay, so output stream, same way you are going to display the information back to the user. So we can check with a simple example here. What is that example you are going to have? We will see now. So simple example, what it is going to say, file stream test. So public static void main byte b write array. So b write is a normal variable, array variable, which is going to store 11, 21, 3, 40 and 5 in the write b write and output stream. So you are opening a file in an output stream means you are going to write now. OS is what? Object of output stream, which is going to open file output stream in text.txt. So something you wanted to write within this particular file. Okay, something you are going to write within this particular file. Now we can check with the statements what actually you are going to do now. For int x equals to 0, 0 is lesser than b write dot length. B write dot length means the number of size, the size of this particular b write. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are there. So 0 is not lesser than 5. So what it is going to do, it goes to the next statement. OS means this file will be opened and it is used for writing purpose. B write of 0, what is there? B write of 0 is there, 11 is there. 11 will be stored within this particular file. Next we are going to go for x equals to 1. 1 is lesser than 5, yes. So OS once again it is going to open for writing b write of 1. What are you going to have? 21. Next 3, next 4, next 5. Now x becomes 6. 6 is lesser than say 5? No. So whatever the information you have had in a b write of 5 elements which are been written within the file called as text.txt, then you will be coming outside. So os.close. os.close means what? You are going to close this opened information because opened file. If you don't close, it is going to arise with an errors. Okay, so next you're going to have input stream is equal to new input stream text.txt. So you already created text.txt which are written with 5 elements, and now it is used for reading purpose. What it is used for? It is used for reading purpose. Int size equal to is available. Is available is a function which returns the number of bytes present within this text. Number of bytes means 5 bytes are there, or number of information you're going to have here. So int I is equal to 0. 0 is lesser than what? The size 5. System.out.println char, because when you are storing any information, either it is a byte or a int double in a file, it will be converted to character. So at that position you are converting the characters values here. Char is dot read the information. What it is going to do? It is going to read the 11 and it is going to check. Then afterwards 21, 3, 40 and 5. It is going to read, it is not going to write, or it is not going to display anything for you. Then on the screen you can display, because you are using with the statement called as system.out.print, which is going to display 11, 21, 3, 45, which are already written in test.txt, and you are going to use that one for reading purpose. Then you will be coming outside. Is.close means you are going to close the file. I have been closed the OS file here, like that you are going to close here. Catch IO exception. If the file is not present, or you are having any error within opening the file, or anything, this available statement is not displaying the information correctly, at that position you are going to have a generic and exception, or we can say IO exception, and you are going to stop the statement. So this is how you are going to use the input file input stream as well as file output stream. You have seen a simple example already. Once again we went with another example. So we will be stopping here itself. Rest other things we will discuss tomorrow. Thank you.